What's up, y'all? Welcome to another Mindset Monday, giving you the tips, strategies, and tools to level up in your personal development, business, and life. So today we are going to dive right in on the 7 tips to gain confidence and comfort in front of the camera. So let me ask y'all this. How many of you are actually using video for the purpose of your marketing strategy and growing your business? If you have a product, if you have a service, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are just wanting to develop and build your personal brand, it is time to remove those limiting beliefs and barriers that you might have inside and start going live in front of the camera. It doesn't have to be a live like this. I highly recommend it, but definitely you want to be sharing in your stories. You want to be just in your audience's faces a lot more than just posting random pictures or just your product. So it's no surprise. Facebook Live, YouTube videos, Instagram Live, TikTok, Reels, they're taking off, and we have officially entered into the age where video is king. Hello, thank you all for joining. And so video is nothing really new, but a lot of people are not using it to its full capacity. For example, if you have this device right here where you are watching this in the palm of your hand, this is an extremely amazing marketing tool that you can use for free without running any ads. Yes, this is a tool that you can use every single day, just sharing about your day-to-day life, just sharing going behind the scenes and so forth about who you are, what you offer, or your product and service. And if you have a product, how is it made? Especially if it's like soaps or lotions, people would love to know that, and so forth. And yes, being in front of the camera can be a little bit intimidating, and that's what we're going to discuss today. So I just posted this quote earlier today. Self-confidence is a superpower. Once you start believing in yourself and taking action towards your dreams, that's where the magic starts to happen. And what do I mean by that? Your voice matters too. And yes, in a way, you want to make sure that you're enunciating if you can, but it's okay to stumble and mess up. That's normal. We'll go over that. But self-confidence. I know, like for me personally, I used to be extremely shy, would not like to do any kind of public speaking, would be afraid to speak in front of the camera. And it took time to develop the confidence that I have today. And over time, I am the woman I am today. What really helped though is in college, I started taking acting classes. And that really forced me to step outside my comfort zone. And at the end of the day, when you are on stage, people really just want to hear your message. People are not concerned about if you stumble, if you mess up, your hair is like this. At the end of the day, it's all about the message, but we'll get to that too. So let's go ahead and dive right into step number 1. Talk to yourself. Yeah, this might sound simple, but how many of you actually talk to yourself already on a regular basis when you're doing things throughout the house? Maybe you're in the shower, maybe you're in the car, but actually speaking to yourself out loud and hearing your voice is going to help in regards to you gaining that confidence to eventually speak in front of camera or to do any form of public speaking. And one great tip that I highly recommend is just choose a random topic. Either you choose it or have a friend do it. Yeah, also, and just do it. Exactly. Jay Genter. And then just go in front of the mirror. It might sound weird, but if you just speak to yourself on a random topic for 2 minutes, I mean, say you do this a couple times a week or you do this every day, eventually you'll get used into a habit of speaking naturally without like a prompt. And so that's definitely going to help. Number 2, practice. People say it all the time, but it's true. Practice does make perfect. And it's not a rocket science. The more you practice, the more you will be able to perfect your craft. One tip that I recommend is just setting up your camera. You don't have to go live, and just speak to the camera. Act like you're talking to a friend or a family member and just let it flow and be yourself, be natural. And then the great thing that you can do is after you record your video, you can then watch it and replay it to yourself. And then you can, critique yourself. Okay, I'm speaking too fast. I know I have the tendency to speak fast, so I've been working on speaking slower. Maybe you're doing too much of this. Maybe you're doing too much movement. And you can okay, I'm going to do less hand movements, but you're able to see that from doing yourself and practicing. So that is number 2. Number 3, find a familiar space. So being comfortable is key. You don't want to be in a space where you're uncomfortable and you're moving around, and it's just, you want to be comfortable when you're in front of the camera. It's going to help ease any anxiety that you might have, stress. Hey, what's up? I'm actually going to be giving you a shout out, Dion, later in this live. So thanks for joining. And hey, Rich. And so what was I saying? Okay, find a familiar space. So for me right now, it's my couch in my house. But eventually I'm going to set up my desk area where it's going to be like, I'm just so excited. We're about to be moving, y'all. Can't wait, cannot wait. So you guys will see that in a couple weeks. But yeah, you want to find a familiar space and be comfortable. And number 4, have a plan and a strategy. So with stories, you can just wing it on the spot. But if you're doing a live or a presentation, you definitely want to have a plan. You want to have an outline. It's better to have an outline versus like a teleprompter where you're reading off of everything. I remember being at a live presentation, and it's so annoying because this guy was giving a presentation and he literally was reading off the slides, every single word from the slide. I was like, we were falling asleep. You want to have, again, points and topics to touch on that you've referenced, and then just let it flow, be yourself, and be natural. That's it. So that's definitely a tip. Make sure to have a plan. 5, dress for success. So confidence, I always like to say, confidence is key. And so you want to dress like you feel like you're $1 million. So going back to last week where I talked about tips and strategies to create habits that stick, you want to think about the who you want to become. So when you wake up in the morning and you know you're about to go live, dress for success, dress the part, dress with confidence, do your hair, do your makeup, you don't have to do your makeup if you don't want to, but just get dressed. You don't want to be like, if you still got your rag on your head and you haven't brushed your teeth and looking like a hot mess. No offense. You want to dress for success, okay? So make sure to dress for success. It's going to help give you more confidence in front of the camera. And number six, know that it's about your message and delivering value, and it's not about you. It is not about you, okay? When I say that, I mean when I've been on a live before, and the first thing they said, like, oh, you guys, sorry, my hair's not done. Okay, who cares? We didn't come to see your hair. We came to hear what you have to say. So at the end of the day, some of the things, like if you have maybe a rip on your shirt, or maybe you have a stain, or maybe you have a huge zit right here, and even if people can see it, no one really cares about it except for you. No one really notices it except for you. So just focus on delivering the message and the value to your audience for them to have some major takeaways. All right, number 7. It's okay to mess up. As I said earlier, if you mess up and you stumble, that's okay. You are human. You are human. We are human, and we're naturally going to stumble. We're naturally going to slip up or mess up. But at the end of the day, you just want to be your authentic self and let your true self shine in front of the camera. The more authentic you are, the more people are going to be able to relate to you, and the more they're just going to want to connect with you. Like, okay, wow, this is a real person. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you mess up. And so just to go ahead and recap on those 7 tips to gain confidence around the camera and why you need to start going live for your marketing strategy in your business. 1, talk to yourself. It helps to practice, find a familiar space, have a plan, dress for success. It's about your message. It's not about you. And it's okay if you mess up. Now, I want to ask if you guys are any business owners on here, entrepreneurs, or just wanting to start a personal brand, where does video fit into your personal business growth strategy? If you're not already using video, I wanted to give, I don't know if she's still on here, but one of my good friends is a business owner. Her name is Dion, and she kills it on the video because she has a product. And what she tends to do is she will actually go behind the scenes on showing how she is making her products, even if it's like mess up. Like one day she was doing a live and she was showing how she makes one of her soaps, and it like overboiled and it got everywhere. But it was real. It was real in real time, real authentic. Yes, Dion. So about your story about the time where you went live and it just got everywhere. It basically overspilled. But I love how she actually uses video in her marketing strategy, and it helps. She teaches her clients how to do that too. And so again, you need to be using video and your marketing strategy if you're not already. And if you're afraid or timid, just practice, just do it, just go live. Like this week, I challenge you to just go live. Choose a topic that your audience can actually use and benefit from and go live. Yeah, Joey, what's a mess? Yeah, and then let's see, Genter, everything is at a standstill, but I'm working on other things. What other things are you working on? But yeah, patiently waiting. We're gonna actually talk about that too. So definitely want to use video in your marketing strategy. And lastly, if you're ready to plan a content strategy or just plan a video strategy for your business, the next step is to have extra accountability and a template strategy to follow. So the brand trainers, we focus on helping fitness professionals build and launch successful, automated, profitable programs. So that's our expertise in our niche, but this business strategy guide can be used to help you plan out your game plan and also map out content for the week for the next year. So it's a really helpful guide. It's absolutely free. Make sure to get that. That link is in my bio and our bio. And if you're here as a fitness professional, make sure to go to the brand trainers page and also follow us and join our Facebook group. So I hope you guys found these tips valuable. Next week, the topic that we are going to discuss is why patience is so valuable in regards to the growth of your business. Success doesn't happen overnight. You're not going to all of a sudden attract all these hundreds of clients overnight. It's going to take time. Even if your marketing strategy, when you start adding video, it's going to take time, and patience is key. And so I want to talk about the power of having patience and not trying to rush the process. Instead, trust the process. So again, I thank you guys all for being here on this live today. I hope you found these tips valuable, and go ahead and take action this week. Go live, use these strategies, practice and talk to yourself, and stop making excuses. Genter, stop making excuses. So those excuses are holding you back. So until next Monday, I hope you guys love this. Like, share, subscribe, comment, so forth. And I shall see y'all next time. Have a blessed Monday, and I'll talk soon. Bye for now.